Hi, welcome to our channel. My name is Jennifer Mount and I am the owner broker of Legacy Realty Advisors. If you have not visited our channel yet, please subscribe, and I hope that you really enjoy and use the content that you learn here today. We have a saying, one of my mentors, and he says, education without implementation is entertainment. And I like to add on, I am very entertaining, but I'm not here to entertain you today. I'm here to educate you. And this month, we are going to be talking about the entire home buying and home selling process from start to finish. And there are a lot of things that go into this process, and having a trusted advisor alongside you is absolutely key to making this process as stress-free as possible. And I'm not gonna lie to you, anytime you involve yourself in an endeavor that is life-altering, there is going to be stress. There is going to be pressure. We have another saying that we have no pressure, no diamonds. But the outcome will be worth the investment that you make in the short run. So today I'm going to go over the very first part of this, whether you're a seller or a buyer. Buyers so that you know what sellers go through, and sellers so that you can prepare your home for what buyers are wanting to see whenever the home comes on the market. So the home for sale is the product, and we have to make it as appealing as possible. But if you are a seller, one thing I want to ask you to ask yourself, first of all, is why? Why are you selling? And as a buyer, also think about the why behind the sellers putting that sign in the yard. It wasn't just one day they woke up and decided, hey, let's put a sign in the yard. No, it was much more than that. So there are a lot of different things that happen in life that cause us to sell. And I can honestly say all of these have happened to me. But I will tell you, first of all, my goal whenever I became a realtor 24 years ago was to never let anyone sell a house. And the reason why is because I know that real estate is the best vehicle to get people to their real estate goals. And homes only appreciate, and typically. And look at COVID, look what COVID did. I mean, I wish I had purchased every home I ever looked at before COVID, because prices skyrocketed, and now people who purchased homes prior to COVID, some people are sitting on a gold mine. And some people sold those during COVID and were able to reallocate those resources to something else that became more important to them, because as our life changes, our perspective changes. As our experience changes, our perspective changes. So, if you are thinking of selling your home, maybe it's because somebody was born. This is why my most recent move occurred. I was living in a condo that I purchased in 2019, 1 bed, 1 bath, no lawn, no worries. And my precious grandson, I have a grandson, he is 2 years old, his name is Leon, and he calls me honey. And he needed more space. And so I moved back to the home that I still owned when his mother was born. So actually she was 1 year old whenever I bought this house, and she's 25 years old now. And I'm shooting this video in my home because I have an office in my home, and I love it here. I'm comfortable here. And that's the goal. Whenever you buy a home, you want it to be somewhere where you're comfortable. So when someone is born, or someone dies, or someone gets relocated, these are all reasons that people sell their homes. Also, empty nesters, we're going to be experiencing a lot of people whose kids are going to college, and they no longer need a 4-bed, 3-bath. They need a 2-bed, 2-bath. So those are the reasons, those are the why behind why people put that sign in their yard. So as a buyer, be conscious of that. You know, if the seller just lost someone, their temperature around negotiations might be different, because homes are not just somewhere we live. Homes are where we develop memories, where we invest time, and where a lot of the most important decisions are made around a kitchen table. So if you are a buyer and you see a home that is owned by a bank, just know your negotiation strategy is probably going to be different than if it's a home that, let's say my grandfather, he passed away, his home would have had to have been sold. And so my negotiation is going to be different because of my emotional attachment to the property. So once we've all decided the why, as a seller, the next thing you need to do is hire a professional. Whether it be me, which I hope it is me, or someone else, you need someone to guide you along the way so that you don't make mistakes that could end up costing you a lot of money. We want to protect your biggest asset and your biggest investment. So call myself or one of my Legacy Lions and let us talk to you about all the things that go into getting your home sold. Third thing you want to do is walk through your house with a third party. Could be me, could be your neighbor, and just say, what do you see here that glares? Change me. And because buyers are going to see that too. You've lived in this home forever. You love the home. So you might not be able to see your home from a buyer's perspective. But that is really important because you are not buying your home. So if you need me to do that, I will do my best to give you feedback with love. I'll coat it in sugar. But yes, you want to look at your home from a buyer's perspective and think, okay, what would I need to change for this to be more attractive to a buyer? And then change it. And something also very simple that you can do is deep clean. Hire someone if cleaning is not your strength. Let's talk about another thing here. In life, I want you to focus on your strengths and, as much as possible, outsource your weaknesses, okay? So if I'm not good at changing oil, I'm gonna take my car to a mechanic who is good at changing oil. I'm not gonna watch 10 YouTube videos about how to change my oil and then try to get good at it. No, I'm gonna take it to the mechanic. While he's changing my oil, I can read, improve myself. I could work on negotiating contracts that I have. I could reach out to my past clients, tell them how much I appreciate them. A million things we can do whenever we free up our time, which is our most valuable asset. So clean the house very, very well. Declutter. Yes, your family is beautiful, but we might not want to see your family. So take all your personal items off of the walls. Sit down with your trusted advisor, me, and determine what price you're going to have and what strategy you're going to take to adjust that price. Houses are staying on the market longer these days, and if my strategy is usually if we don't have a showing within 10 days, we need to do a price improvement because we can't change the location and we've already done everything to get it ready to have top condition. So the only thing we can change to attract more people to the property is price. And so once we've got all of those things lined up, then we put the sign in the yard. We have a professional come in and take photos. I'm not gonna walk around with my phone like I do these videos and take pictures of your kitchen and stuff. No, I have a team of trained professionals that are gonna make your house show up in the best light possible because people begin their shopping online. And so we have to have that presence of, hey, you don't want to miss seeing inside this. Look at how good it looks just from the photos. And then we will have a dynamic open house. Buyers, if you're shopping, open houses are a great place to start because the sellers are already gone. Sellers, if you put your home on the market, prepare yourself. You're going to need to leave when buyers come to look at your house. So also you're going to need to keep it show ready. And in order to do that, you have to have your whole family, which is your team, on board. And if we need to have a team meeting, I would love to facilitate that. We can all sit around your kitchen table and we can talk about the importance of everyone keeping their room clean because you guys priced it well. And so as a team, everyone needs to keep it cleaned up. It's not just one person's responsibility to scramble around for every showing. And buyers, be conscious if it's a family, maybe they have a newborn or something, they might not be able to show up within an hour. That doesn't mean they don't want to sell. It just means that they have a life. So there's a lot of content packed into this time today that I would love to dive deeper into any of it with you. But at the end of every one of our broadcast episodes, we have a 3, 2, 1. So 3 things you learned today are, number 1, as a buyer and seller, there's always a why behind the sign. And once we're all cued into that, we can make a more objective and a better educated decision. Number 2, you've got to clean, declutter. Your family's beautiful, but not everybody wants to see it. They want to picture their family in your home. And number 3, we want to stage it appropriately and price it right. If you price it right, it sells overnight. So there's the 3 things I want you to remember. 2 things I want you to share with a friend. And then the 1 thing that I want you to implement is if you are thinking at all about selling or about buying, call me. Let's go have coffee. Let's go for a walk. And let me talk to you about how I went about achieving my real estate goals, which were to own 10 properties and to pay them all off and then to have a great retirement and play a lot of golf, spend a lot of time on the beach with my family. And that's what I want for you guys. And I would love for you to be part of my real estate family. So please subscribe to this. If you got some good content out of it, please share it with somebody who could also benefit from it. And just know that you are valuable. And we here at Legacy Realty Advisors love our clients and we would love to connect with you personally. So be ready to watch next week for another episode. And you'll see some shorts in the meantime, but I really do want to connect with you anytime you're ready. So have a great week, and I hope that you call me so we can have coffee because I love coffee.